Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to go over some micro-size multi-tools. Some of these have been around forever, some are actually newer to me. So one of the first we're going to start off with is going to be the Victorinox Classic Boy Scout knife. You guys have probably already seen this before, maybe even own one, as many of us have in the past. It's iconic, and it's one of the most compact little multi-tools I've ever seen. So this little guy here, of course, comes with a standard knife right there. You've got the other side, file, flat blade, screwdriver. You've got the scissors, definitely iconic. You've got the tweezers. You can always use tweezers, right? And you got the toothpick, or just a pick, but whatever you want to use it for. Just a great little compact knife. Comes in different colors, and I think they're around $25. I haven't bought one forever, but I think they're somewhere around there, so don't quote me on that. Next one's going to be a Leatherman Squirt PS4. Similar in size as far as length goes to the Boy Scout, however, a little thicker, but does offer quite a few more features. So let's start off with the opening blade there, a little bit bigger than the Boy Scout. We got a file over here on this side. Two different types of files right there, as you can see, hopefully. Then we go over here to this side, and we've got scissors. Those actually work really well. Nice to have. Go back over to here, and we have a bottle opener, flat blade screwdriver, and on this side, I think they called this an awl, or maybe a micro-sized screwdriver, can't remember, but that's the other tool that's on here. The last of them is going to be, when you open this up, you're going to get the actual pliers. Pretty heavy duty for such a small tool. So the Squirt, great knife, great multi-tool. Fun to carry. I've carried this with me on many trips, and it goes great in a bag, pocket. Complements a larger size pocket knife very well. The next guy is going to be the Nextool, and this is going to be the Nextool keychain knife, what they call this. It's kind of probably a knockoff of the Boy Scout to a certain degree. Very similar in size. Most of these knives, as you can see here, maybe 2.25 inches long for the most part. Not real big, very, very slim, pocketable, easy to put in any pocket, carry with you. This guy here has got basically the same as the Boy Scout, long, slim knife. And you're going to have the file, only one side on this guy, flat blade, screwdriver, and of course you've got the scissors. These scissors work pretty well. They're not the best scissors I've ever used, but they're not bad. They're actually pretty good. So these guys come in different colors from what I can remember. They're, I think, $15, $20, but a pretty inexpensive alternative to the Victorinox. So if you're looking for something inexpensive, the Nextool, it's nicely made. It's pretty good. The next one's going to be the Tacray Vento. This one's a pretty cool little knife. Very slim, got a lanyard on the back, kind of a G10 plastic type material. I'm not sure what it's even made of. They don't really specify from what I can remember. This does have a lockable blade when it's locked in place, and also when it's locked out. So push that in, blade pops out, locks into place. Got to push that blade back in to actually push it back into place. Watch the thumb though when you push that back in. It can be very, very close to your thumb when you're pushing it back in and possibly cut yourself. This side's got a bottle opener, a seat belt cutter, probably a cord cutter, and then you also have your flat blade screwdriver right there. This also locks into place. Push the button and she comes back and then locks back into place. That's a Tacray Vento. Pretty cool little knife. This is fun to carry. Very, very tiny. I think those are about 25 too, somewhere in there. Next one's going to be the Fissa. Now I've had some pretty good luck with Fissas. I've liked them quite a bit. This one is going to be very similar in size to the Vento. and again, a little bit wider than the classic Boy Scout. This one's going to have a lanyard on the back right here that you can actually open up. And then this one does not have a lockable blade, but it does have a little bit of a detent. And when you push the blade out, it does lock into place with this basically bar that comes up kind of like a frame lock, I guess, or a liner lock. You press that back in, and then it actually will fold back. Again, be careful of the thumbs of that one. Works really well, came sharp. Built very well. It's got an attitude corrector on the back side, or a glass breaker, as some also call it. This side comes out and will lock into place as well. So right there locks into place. This is going to have a flat blade screwdriver, pry bar, bottle opener, and a cord cutter, seatbelt cutter. I wouldn't probably cut a seatbelt with that, but hey, whatever. So then you also have the bar you press in right there, comes back, and then snaps into place. So that's going to be the Fissa, and this one is going to be the 6-in-1 mini multi-tool knife, what they're calling that. Next one's going to be the Gerber Curve. I never heard of the Curve before, but this is a pretty cool little knife. It's the smallest of the lot. It's tiny. It is not very big. This guy has a multiple of tools on it, including a little knife that locks. So we'll go up here and actually pull that knife out. It locks into place, and this little bar right here keeps it locked in. So you got to pull this back right here, and then she'll actually come back and snap into place there. It's got 3 other tools on here. You're going to have a flat blade screwdriver / pry bar, I guess, file, kind of a Phillips, and maybe some kind of all micro screwdriver on there. These do not lock into place, but they just open up into place, and you use whatever one you need to, and then they just fold back in. A little bit of a clip here. You'd kind of use it as a lanyard, I guess. Just a super tiny, pretty well built little micro size multi-tool. Again, that one's pretty cool. That's going to be the Gerber Curve. Then we have the last but not least of the ones I've got to show today, and that's going to be the Nextool Micro Sailor Scissors SO. That's what they call this guy. So it's got basically a pair of scissors, and it's got a couple little tools on here. We got a bottle opener, flat blade, pry bar. There's a little awl right there, and then you've got a Phillips / file right there as well. Other side, you got a pair of tweezers that come out of here. I can see it behind the camera. There we go. And those are going to be your tweezers right there. And then you open this guy up, kind of like the Leatherman, and this opens up into a pair of scissors. And these are actually pretty nice scissors. These will cut a lot of stuff. So pretty stout little scissors. Well-built little tool. Not quite as nice, I should say, and machined as well, obviously, as a Leatherman, but I think this is probably a half the price or even a third the price. That's going to be the Leatherman Sailor Scissors SO. All very cool little tools. I've used all of them a little bit or a lot, depending on the knife that's here. All very tiny, pocketable. You can put them into a bag, take them with you, take them on a trip, whatever you need them for. So that's going to be just a comparison today of some micro-sized multi-tools. Hope you guys enjoyed the comparison there. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you liked it, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.